Hey guys, that's Tyler.
That's Joseph.
And we are Super Squad D.
The D stands for destructive.
Yippee! So, Square Enix and Marvel are teaming up to produce some video games. Whew! And this is exciting for us. I've been a fan of Square Enix for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I'm currently going back and playing some old Final Fantasy games, like, right now, as we're recording this. Like, it's under the table. No.
Good job.
Thank you, sir. But I'm a huge fan, and so we're really excited about the possibilities of what they could end up making. And that's kind of what this video is. We're just going to talk about what we would like to see. And then at the end of it, we'll have a little announcement about somebody who won a giveaway that we started up earlier in the week. So
yeah, Square Enix. Yeah.
What can you say?
Yeah, just got choked up there.
It was well done.
Thank you.
You emotional?
This is Square Enix, man.
His father was killed by a Square Enix.
Should have been me.
That's the truth. So anyway, Square Enix.
Square Enix has been a staple of the RPG gaming community for as long as I can remember. When I was a kid, obviously games like Final Fantasy VI, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII. At this point, I'm just naming Final Fantasy games, but Final Fantasy 9 and 10. Those were all really popular, successful games, and they were really fun. I know that they were Squaresoft, and they merged with the Enix part of wherever they came from. And I know
they just relocated to Phoenix, Arizona.
That's what it was. They relocated to Phoenix.
That's all it was.
And they always were known for their RPGs. I know they made other games. They made games outside of the RPG genre, but that's what they were known for. Yeah. In modern day, they've kind of strayed from that, both in some of their games like Deus Ex and other action games. But
can we take a quick time out? Do you really think that it's pronounced Deuce? Can we address that for a moment? Because that's important to me, is that you just called it Deus Ex. And we're not going to cut it off.
Can we cut this? Can we please cut this?
No, this is a one-time. This is a one-time. Our producers over there are getting so mad at you.
We don't have a producer.
So mad at you right now for asking for a cut.
We don't have a producer.
Deus Ex.
Deus Ex.
Deus Ex. Continue. That's all I wanted to say.
All right.
I think about, some of the games that they made back in the 90s or early 2000s that were not RPGs. I think, for example, about, that really weird game, and I've never been sure how to pronounce it, spelled EHRGEIZ or whatever it is, Urgies or whatever. And it was their attempt at making like a fighting game.
Yeah.
And it had Final Fantasy VII characters in it and whatever.
Yeah. They were really good at their RPGs.
They were great at RPGs.
Yeah.
Like genre-defining games.
Yeah.
RPGs are what they are because of the Final Fantasy series.
Yeah, so I think about what I would want from a Square Enix Marvel game.
Yeah.
And the answer might surprise you.
Thank you, Clickbait Tyler. What are you going to say?
The answer, find out at 10.
Oh, no.
Initially when I heard that Marvel and Square Enix were teaming up, I really wanted Square Enix to just make a straight RPG. Like, that was my initial gut reaction. Make a straight RPG. I mean, obviously they're good at their own RPGs like Final Fantasy, but I loved Super Mario RPG, which to me is one of the best games that's ever been made.
Yep.
My initial reaction was definitely an RPG. The more I thought about it, I've kind of now split myself into two camps. There's two different things, and I'd be fine with either one of them.
All right, Camp 1.
Camp 1, on this hand, this left hand, Camp 1.
I'm looking at it.
I would like to see a Final Fantasy Tactics style of RPG.
That's
Marvel
actually
characters.
the game I'm currently replaying. Is Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay.
Yeah, call me a weirdo, but it's my favorite Final Fantasy game.
Well, it's really fun. It's very in depth,
and the story is phenomenal. I think it's one of the best stories of any of the games.
And the ability to integrate so many Marvel heroes into a game like that, I feel like is so much more doable than to make just your traditional JRPG where you have a party and you just go on this adventure, you're going to be really limited to what characters you can bring. But a tactic-style RPG, man, the sky's the limit.
It really is. And I think what's important in that is that Square Enix has to focus on making, and we'll come back to your second.
Yeah,
you're camped in a second, but they have to focus on making it a game that's unique and different, because the current direction that Final Fantasy has gone recently is a little bit more action packed than your traditional RPG, which is fine. Like, they seem to be doing well with it, but some of the Marvel games like that have already been made.
Yeah,
and we kind of need to find something other than that, I think. And I think that's important for Square Enix to focus on. And that's why something like a more tactical RPG could be important.
But. And then you've got like just such core RPG archetypes.
Sure.
Hawkeye is a ranger. Obviously.
Absolutely, yeah, no question.
Black Widow got stealth.
Yeah.
Hulk is a big brutish tank.
Yeah, he's a tank for sure.
Spider-Man. He could be
super agile monk. He's a monk.
He could be a monk. I can live with that. Yeah. So they offer.
Captain America is the douche.
But what about Squirrel Girl?
Squirrel Girl she's far too powerful.
Squirrel Girl's far too powerful.
She's like when you reach
Squirrel Girl is the Onion Knight.
Yeah, it's when you reach chapter 4 in Tactics and you get Orlando on your team, and
Squirrel
suddenly like you can put just him by himself and he'll win.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I would love to see that style of game. I recognize though, and I'd love to know what you guys think. I would expect Final Fantasy games moving forward to continue to move farther away from JRPG games. Probably they did it with 13. They did it with 16. Now, granted, 16 is created by the development team that made Kingdom Hearts, so I understand that they did it intentionally, but I'm not expecting to see a big return to a traditional JRPG game like the Tales games or other games like Dragon Quest and things like that. I'm expecting them to continue to move towards more action games. However, what a great role reversal and a niche it could be to stick a Marvel game as an RPG like that. I think that could be where they find their JRPG niche. Maybe I could see that being really good.
So.
So that's on the one hand.
Okay. The second hand is?
The second hand is I would really enjoy seeing an Arkham Asylum style of Marvel game.
Interesting.
Now, I know it would...
But are they the right company for that?
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say no, but I am concerned that they may not be able to do it. I know that the Arkham games were really fun. The combat was really well done and polished for just one character.
Right.
So I know it would be... They're not going to be able to just duplicate what the Arkham titles have been able to do.
Yeah.
In a Marvel game with multiple characters. They don't have the development team or the money or the time to make a game like that because Batman was so polished with just mainly one character you could play as.
Right.
But I could certainly see them sacrificing some of that polish, some of the depth that the Batman games have on customization for just Batman, and spread that out over other characters. It would be really fun to see a real gritty...
Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah, exactly. And to have the customization of it.
Right.
I think is really important. And that's what my main thing that I'm looking forward to is, Square Enix and Final Fantasy games in particular, going back to, for example, Final Fantasy VII, which a lot of people think is, maybe the best of them all. Definitely.
They're remaking it this year, and it's going to be huge.
And it's, but even back then, for what 1997 had to offer, that game was visually stunning.
Yeah.
And not only that, but wildly imaginative.
Yeah.
And that's what the strength of Square Enix games have been. The Final Fantasy games, they take place in these ridiculous worlds.
Yeah,
that these people have created, and it's unreal. I can't even begin to comprehend that sort of creativity.
Yeah, it's some J.R.R. Tolkien stuff.
There you
going on in that
exactly. So I think you get those minds into the Marvel universe, and the possibilities are endless. And I hope that they don't, crowd themselves or limit themselves.
Yeah,
that's my main thing.
I think with Square Enix, regardless of what they do, those would be my two options. I would want to see either a tactics style RPG or an Arkham-style game.
Yeah.
I think whatever happens, they're going to be the ones who limit themselves. We know they've got the budget to do what they want, especially with a Marvel backing, and they've got the creative ability to do it.
Yeah. Unless Marvel limits them for some reason.
Well, that's true. And you know, you hear it all the time, and you hear people talking about it, but there is rumors of a unspoken ban, you know, of certain X-Men and Fantastic Four characters because rumor has it that they're trying to squeeze the rights out from those companies to use them in the movies. So whether or not that's true or not, I don't know. It certainly sometimes seems to be that way, and other times it seems not at all. One of the games that will tell us a lot is the new Marvel vs. Capcom game that's coming out. If there's a lot of X-Men or some Fantastic Four, we know that they're probably pretty loose on that.
Yeah.
If there's not, we know that
who knows?
We may not be seeing a lot of X-Men or Fantastic Four in this Avengers game.
Exactly. So, Avengers Reassemble is the game that's being teased right now. You know, leave us a comment, tell us what you think we're going to see in that sort of game. Earlier in the week, we had on our Tuesday night live show, we told all of our viewers to go ahead, comment with what they want to see in that sort of game. And we took those comments and we're going to randomly draw right now for a winner in a giveaway.
This is it.
So pay attention. Here it comes. Here's your name on the screen right now.
Boom! Congratulations!
You're a champion.
Woo!
You are a champion.
Enjoy that gift card, my friend.
Hey, why don't you plug the live show?
Sure. Every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. Join us right here on our YouTube channel where we talk about everything that you want to know about. We're going to give away some stuff and we're going to have some fun talking about nerd culture. It's going to happen.
Be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's Tyler.
I'm Joseph.
No, I don't think that's right.
Every time.
But we are Super Squad D. The D stands for
description.
I didn't make it. It just made a noise.
That's good.
I panicked.
Yippee!